off with the cervical patterns, and the first one we're gonna do is the cervical flexion. So we want to make sure that his chin is touching his chest, and that there's no pain. So go ahead, could you? Okay, back up. Did you feel any pain? Okay, so there was no pain. He didn't have to compensate in any way, and he was able to touch his chest with his chin. So therefore, his cervical flexion is functional with no pain. And so the next one we're going to be doing is a cervical extension, and we're going to have him looking upwards as much as he can. And we want to make sure that his head is at a 80-degree tilt or 10 degrees parallel. And okay, can you look back down for me? Was there any pain? Okay, so that means that his cervical extension was functional with no pain. And we're also gonna look at his neck and make sure that there's no hinges or anything like that. So can you please look up one more time? Okay, look back down. So, was there any pain? Okay, so his neck did have a hinge, so that means that his neck is dysfunctional with no pain. And so the next cervical pattern we're going to be doing is the cervical rotation. So we want to make sure that his nose is breaking the collarbone, the clavicle, and yeah. So can we have you look this way? Okay, look forward. Any pain? Okay. So for his right side, he's functional but with pain. Can I read it the other way? Okay, you back? Do you have any pain? Okay, so his nose was able to get over his clavicle in both cases, so it's functional, but on the left side, there's pain. And so next, we're gonna get into the upper extremities, and the first one we're gonna be doing is upper extremity 1, and we want him to be able to touch his the opposite shoulder blade, and we want to make sure that his hips are moving right, compensating forward. So could you go ahead and all right? He seems quite good at it. Was there any pain? Okay, so on that side, I would say that he's functional with no pain. Can you go ahead and do that with your other arm? Okay, thank you. Was there any pain? Okay, well, he did it very effortlessly. He didn't compensate in any way, and he was able to touch his shoulder blade. So therefore, his upper extremity 1 was functional with no pain. And so now we're gonna do upper extremity 2, and we want him to use one arm or one hand to touch his spine by reaching over the head. Was there any pain? Okay, can you do that for the other one? Any pain? Okay, so there was no pain, and he was able to do it. And there was a little bit of movement to compensate for, but it wasn't enough to the point where he was dysfunctional. So he's functional with no pain. Kaboom. So the next thing we're gonna do is the multi-segmental flexion, and what he needs to do is put his feet together and touch his toes. You want to make sure that his hips or his knees aren't bending or moving in any way to compensate for the movement. Can I have you stand back up, sir? Is there any pain involved during that process? Okay, so since there was no pain, he didn't have to compensate in any ways. His knees were straight. His multi-segmental extension is functional with no pain. And the next exercise we're gonna do is the multi-segmental extension. Yeah, there we go. Extension. So raise your arms above your head, and we want him to reach back as much as possible, His hips should protrude forward a little bit, which they are, so that's good. And his head is breaking his heels. Come back for him. Was there any pain involved?
My back.
So there was pain in his lower back, unfortunately. So that means that he is functional but with pain. And the last one we're gonna do is the multi-segmental rotation. And so what we want him to do is to turn his upper body, make sure that his hips stay straight and his legs stay straight, and then no other body parts compensate in any way, and that his arm is at the middle of his spine. So go ahead. Okay. You feel any pain? Okay, can you do that on the other side? Any pain? Okay, he was able to do the exercise flawlessly. His hand was in the middle of his spine. He didn't have to compensate in any way. His hips stayed forward, so he's functional with no pain. And so the next exercise we're gonna be doing is the single leg stance. And what we want him to do is just raise his leg for 10 seconds. And you can put it back down. Is there any pain? Okay, and can you do the other leg for me? Okay, you can stop. Was there any pain? Okay, so there was no pain on both sides. He was able to maintain his balance. He didn't have his arms out everywhere trying to catch balance. So in his single leg stance, he is functional with no pain. And our final. Oh, that's right. You gotta do it with your eyes closed. So go ahead and raise it. Alright. Put it back down. Raise the other leg. Okay. You can raise it. You can lower it. Was there any pain? Okay, there was no pain, but unfortunately he was quite wobbly. And when people usually do the single leg stance with their eyes closed, they do tend to be more wobbly. But in his case, he was extra wobbly. He had to keep bouncing back on his other foot to support him. So therefore his single leg stance with his eyes closed is dysfunctional with no pain. And so the last exercise we're gonna be doing is the arms down deep squat. And so what we want him to do, just that, but we want his feet to stay flat on the ground. Make sure his heels stay on the ground. Do it again. Okay, was there any pain? Okay, so right here, there was pain. He wasn't able to get his butt all the way down, and he lost his balance. So when it comes down to his arms down deep squat, he is dysfunctional with pain. Thank you.